what to make of you. And all of these butterflies suddenly
Just about ready to go. Pitching in our game today, Garrett Cole. What do we need to know here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Bellinger gets under it, makes the catch for the out. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. That's inside. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
And a swing and a miss. And there are 2 outs.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Jose Ramirez. And that is out of play. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two outs. Backed off the plate that time. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 3. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Way back there. That one is gone. He'll circle the bases, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up.
The 2-1. Top of the zone for a called strike. 2 out, space is empty. Ground ball, Goldie. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Jose Ramirez with the homer here. 0-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Anthony Volpe. And a big swing and a miss.
1 and 2's the count.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Thomas drops into the glove, and there's 1 down. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Way out front for strike 2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball 2. That's a little bit low. Cody Bellinger on deck for the Yankees. Judge rips that one. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Next offering is in for a strike.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Man at second. And it goes just foul. And that one is lifted in the air. And that's a fair ball. Tying run is in to score from second. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Bellinger at second with 2 down.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-2. And that's in the dirt.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. And it's gone. A shot to the opposite field. It's 3-1.
The count was full, but he was ready to swing it. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, Lane Thomas. And that one is downstairs. 2-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Here's the second baseman, Angel Martinez. And downstairs.
No, that's low. Ball.
Swings through that one. Runner at first with no outs here. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout, and an excellent job keeping it right there.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Swing and a base hit. The throw in. And he's out. Bo Naylor at the plate now. The 1-1. Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Wells down to first with it. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. So one hit. We head to the bottom of the second, and stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. Next one misses, and it's 2-1. Outside with a breaking ball.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Swing and a miss.
Count's full.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
That one missed.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. Man at first, Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And now Anthony Volpe. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Thomas whips it in quickly. Stop sign goes up at third, and the bases are loaded. Manager. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Jacob Junis.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
At the belt and fires. On the ground, 2 ball. There's one to first, not in time, and a run scores. It's Aaron Judge now.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Judge waits. To third. Base hit and a run in to score. The throw to third. In there safely.
Comes through with the RBI. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Thomas under it. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 7-1. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. The rope into right, and that's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Hard hit right side. They take the force out. That'll end the inning after all. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Brian Rocchio. Right through there for a strike.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
On the ground. Jazz tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And now Kyle Manzardo. Just
That's
missed.
ball low.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
And that
Ball, that's
misses. And the count is 3-1. That's ball four.
Ball four.
Tried
Take
another
your base.
fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Manzardo leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that one almost got him. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. Here's a 1-1. And there's a ball. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
Jump throw, and very nicely done for the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there, and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Outside with a breaking ball.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
And Earl Hendricks punches him out. That's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Oswaldo Cabrera. That's too low. Ball 2. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
To the right side, Santana. The flip to the pitcher covering, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Yanks held as we go to the top of the 4th, and now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
1 out, base is empty. Out to center. Bellinger. And there's 2 away. And here is Angel Martinez. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one way inside. On a line out towards center. Bellinger makes the catch, and that is back at Yankee Stadium, and the batter now, Anthony Volpe.
For you growing up in New York City, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did. Oh, wow, what a stop. Fires to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Ramirez brings it in. 1 down.
the right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Junis over to first. Volpe back in on a dive.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
Volpe leads off first with one away. Ground ball left side, could be two. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay. So first and second with one man gone. Now Cody Bellinger. That's in there. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Fly ball center field. Thomas makes the grab, and there's two gone. So first and second with two outs. Giancarlo Stanton stepping in now for the Yankees. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. First and second, two down. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. In the dirt, 2-2. And the count is 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So they strand a pair. We played 4. It's the Yankees 7 and the Guardians 1. Back in New York, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Will Brennan. The 1-1. There's a strike.
2.
Just missed.
That's the ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2-2. And now the count filled up 3-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. And they're chipping away. It's 7-2.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo. High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now at the plate, Brian Rocchio. That one out to right. Judge settles under it and makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Steven.
Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Swinging a foul straight back. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And misses
That's the
inside.
ball.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Cut on and lifted in the air. Bellinger. And that is that. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's 7-2. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now it's going to be Austin Wells. Next offered in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Aaron is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
Throw on to Santana. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. This one in the air. Santana settles underneath it. And he makes the catch. 2 away now.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good. And you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
Nope, he held back.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
And that just misses. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first, and that'll do it. So the Yanks go in order, but they're still on top 7-2. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the DH, Kyle Manzardo. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
The strikeout and the second of the game for the Coltrane.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Right side. And that one handled. And Ramirez is set down. Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. 2 down, nobody on. Next offering misses down and away. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2-2's the count.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Strike three on the foul tip. So they make short work of them there. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the sixth. It's the Yankees 7 and the Guardians 2. Back in the Bronx, bottom of the sixth inning. Here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. Ball to strike, the pitch. Out to short, Rocchio. And a quick out, number one.
Now batting, shortstop Anthony.
And now here is Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. That one way inside. And a foul ball.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Two-one.
Volpe stands at first with one out. Ripped on a line. Brennan hauls it in, and there's two away. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Tim Herron is done, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Going. We in go mode.
Paul Sewald will take over here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here is Aaron Judge. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Here's a 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And that is that. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Mark Leiter Jr.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Here's Lane Thomas.
Nope, that's
Activity
outside.
in the bullpen
Ball.
for the Yankees. Jake Cousins getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. On the ground, out to short. What a stop. The throw, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive, and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well. Nice play on both ends.
So a man at first. Next to hit, Angel Martinez. That's down and in.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Nobody out. Runner at first.
Yeah.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Towards first. Finds its way through, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Now that right fielder, Will Brennan.
Will Brennan will hit next. Out to short. Oh, great stop. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
What an acrobatic play right there. Knocks it down, throws from the seat of his pants, and just looks like he's playing in the backyard. He makes it look really easy.
2 on with 1 out. Bo Naylor digs in now. 2 on, 1 out. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Next pitch is outside.
Ball.
On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Double play ball to second. Tags the runner. And that's a double play to end it.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown.
Traders, I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your